Sum of geometric series. So last time we talked about the sum of an infinite geometric series, but this time we shall focus only on the sum of a finite geometric series. Exercise 2.6, sum of geometric series. So how do you read this? This is read as the summation of 3 times 2 raised to k. K ranges from 1 to 8. So you have 8 terms. 8 terms of a geometric sequence. You will get the sum of that finite geometric sequence, and we have a formula to get that sum. We even prove that formula. Usually, it's a challenge for many students to figure out what is the first term here, because they saw 3, so they would say, hey, 3 must be the first term. No, it's not the first term. The first term is when k is equal to 1. So you substitute. So 3 times 2 is equal to 6. That's your first term. And this is how you compute for the sum of the first 8 terms of your geometric sequence. Where did that come from? It came from this. This is a formula that we proved in the topic of geometric sequence. Okay, so this is my advice to you when you are computing for this. Most likely your teachers will allow you to use a calculator. Divide and conquer. Okay, so that's my advice. You do not write all of these numbers in one go in the calculator. Most likely you will get lost. You will get it wrong. So if I were you, I would compute it 1 by 1, 2 to the 8. And then I will write it on a piece of paper. Or maybe I can subtract it right away from 1. So divide and conquer. You do it step by step. Get the sum of this finite geometric series. How do you read this? This is the summation of -2, or the quantity -2, raised to n. N ranges from 1 to 11. Each of this, okay, so this is the general term of a geometric sequence. You have 11 terms of that sequence. You will get the sum of that first 11 terms of the sequence. That is what we are doing here. Again, get the first term. You substitute 1 to n. That is the first term. And so that's going to be -2. So applying your formula, so this is going to be equal to the sum of the first 11 terms of the sequence is equal to -1366. Letter C, exercise 2.6, still with finding the sum of a geometric series. Find the sum of -1/3, or the quantity -1/3 raised to k minus 1, where 1 ranges from 1 to 7. So again, this is a finite sequence. Each of these terms is a sequence from a geometric sequence. It is a finite sum, and this is how we get the sum. What is the value of the first term? Well, when k is 1, look at that. Any non-zero real number raised to 0, because this is 1 minus 1, is equal to 1. The first term is equal to 1. And then we just apply your formula. And you know what? I did this patiently without using the calculator, only applying the laws of exponents and simplifying a complex fraction. And this is what I got. Okay, maybe your teachers will require you to write it in rational, in complex fraction form. Okay? So this is where you must end. And I used also the calculator, and this is the answer. It's 0.75343. That is the sum of the first 7 terms of your geometric sequence. Number 28. Find the sum of -1 raised to k times 4, where k ranges from 1 to 29. Or this is the summation of quantity -1 raised to k times 4. K ranges from 1 to 29. What is the first term? We substitute 1 to k. That's the first value of k. So a sub 1 is -4. We apply the formula, And this turns out, by the way, this one is equal to 2 divided by 2. So that's 1. So the sum of the first 29 terms of your geometric sequence is -4.